Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have an updated farm guide for EXP and money in the early game for Metaphor ReFantazio. And now whilst my previous video, which I will link in the description below or in the pop-up banner you can check out, still is completely valid and still very much works for the early game, especially because it's one of the story dungeons that you cannot absolutely miss. Belaga Corridor also works very well as well if you're going to do that in the early game. This, however, is also a very good one, especially for money, especially if you want to buy those items at the Gloam Hall night shop in Grand Trad, where you can get specific items for, the ones that gives you the 2 consecutive turns, as well as only costing half a turn for guards or guarding in combat, etc, etc. So the farm is pretty straightforward, and it involves the second main story dungeon. So there is spoilers up ahead, but the second main story dungeon, when you head to Materia, when you first get your Gauntlet Runner and you head into Krigante Castle, where you need to apprehend the true kidnapper. So this is where you kind of go on the quest for Heisme and stuff like that. So once you get to the old reservoir, you'll need to complete a puzzle where you'll need to dump like 6 of those little, like little reservoir dams or whatever, or doors, and then the water drops, and then you come in here. Conveniently placed safe room right here, and you've got 2 conveniently placed trance crystals which spawn these doges, which, hang on, I'm kind of doing this live, but yeah, basically they spawn these dogs here. And each one of the dogs gives 11 EXP and 8 AEXP, as well as giving 75 mark and 68 money. Oh, sorry, 75 mark and 34 money. Basically, you just do the same farm as the skellies. As long as you don't destroy the trance crystals, they pretty much just spawn infinitely, and then you can bounce between these 2 trance crystals here. And these dogs actually give so much money and Margla especially. So you basically pretty much will never run out of money or Margla essentially, and it's just a superior farm to the other area. And just for reference as well, I've been farming this for I guess half an hour now, pretty much. So I've just been literally running around doing all this, and as you can see, Magic Knight's upgraded. I'm just upgrading all my adept versions of the archetypes that you unlock. But basically, for reference, I started off with 55k reef, and now I'm up to 366k. And I started off about 150 Margla, I think, and I'm now about 240k Margla. Now, in saying that, I did spend quite a lot of Margla on a lot of different archetypes because I had a shit ton of Margla. But basically, you can see how very fruitful this farm is. And it only took me half an hour. I've only been farming for half an hour. So you can literally get over 1 million reef if you really wanted to. And you can legitimately upgrade pretty much all your archetypes as well with this farm. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind with this farm. Now, this farm can be done on hard difficulty. You don't have to drop the difficulty if you're kind of a difficulty snob. However, in saying that, when you're actually at the level of the dungeon, which I believe is around about level 22 to 25, I believe, these dogs will not be one shot in the overworld, and it will actually take 2 shots. They also do approximately 30 to, I think it's like, 40 to about 60 damage if you mistime a shot, as you can see. But currently I'm on easy, so on easy mode it definitely makes the farm a lot easier, and then you can one-shot the dogs with any sort of attack. And if you do get attacked, you only take 10 damage as opposed to 60. So 60 you can only take about 6 hits, whereas 10 damage you can take like 30 hits. So I do highly recommend that you do put the game on easy. There's no shame, especially if you're just grinding anyway. And to be perfectly honest, I realized very quickly, because currently I'm actually towards the 3rd dungeon, and I've realized really quickly that money, especially as well as like Margla and stuff, is like, you definitely want a lot of it, because especially if you're playing on the harder difficulties later on in the game, a lot of stuff costs quite a lot of money, and then you require quite a lot of EXP or AEXP to level up to get the adept and elite versions of your archetype lineages. So I can, for example, if I just go to the archetype tree, let's just say this one, you need 19.8k for the elite version of the Seeker, for example, and then you need 7.2k. So it's definitely worth having the Margla. And then especially as well when you inherit skills as well, there are a lot of skills that cost quite a bit of Margla as well. So you can see, you know, Vegas Burglary 35, and then you've got some of these ones, Magic Circle, which increases magic skill attacks by 10%, it's 6k mark. So definitely worth having the additional Margler in my opinion. Now, further to all that, I am currently in the 3rd dungeon, and the 3rd dungeon there's actually another spot where you can farm Money Margler, EXP, and AXP. And I do truly believe that this game has actually kind of been designed that way, where because the boss battles in this game, especially on hard difficulties, are quite difficult, you definitely do need a full breadth of archetypes for your party members. I believe the developers have actually, you know, deliberately put these trans crystals in certain areas in dungeons so then you can actually have a relatively easy farm in order to get the archetypes to a certain level, or, you know, to unlock new archetypes, for example. That way you're not really gatekept. Oh, I wouldn't really use gatekept, that's probably not the right word, but you're not really limited to like the archetypes that you start with, for example, and you can mix and match and experiment. And it's the whole point of the combat system, and it'd be pretty annoying if you weren't able to mix and match the combat system with the archetypes, for example, especially if you're locked behind Money and Margler. So in saying that, my assumption is most of the main dungeons will have this, like areas like this where you can farm. I will be showing them off as I explore them, but this one for Kriganta Castle is very straightforward, very simple. You literally, even if you don't do any other side quests whatsoever, you can legit just go in here and farm these dogs for like a while, and then that way you can get a lot of money and a lot of Margler as well. So TLDR, just come here, farm the dogs, go jump between the 2 trans crystals. Do not destroy the trans crystals, otherwise the enemies will not respawn. And because you have a very convenient save point here, you're really only saving in case, you know, you're about to destroy a trans crystal, because then they respawn the full health, or if you just need to save your progress because you upgrade a lot of archetypes basically. So yep, quick, short and sweet video for you guys. I will be showing off a few B-roll clips at the moment with my farming routes, etc. And I'll show you exactly how fast that you can actually farm a lot of money and Margler in that time. So thanks for watching everyone. If you do enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. The subscribing definitely helps out a bunch, and liking helps out a bunch with the algorithm as well. So thanks again for watching everyone. Stay tuned for more Metaphor ReFantazio with my playthrough and more guides, and I'll be updating, yeah, basically finding each individual dungeon's farm for you guys as well as just playing through this amazing game. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about Metaphor, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
What now?
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
Hey, great job.
Damn, they're onto us.
Such skill.
Not an act.
I'm right here.
Pretty low.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
My Archetype's abilities feel stronger.
Nice. You're gaining strength.
That was well done.
Great find. Keep it. Just making sure. Are you okay? Don't push it. You hanging in there? Not tired, are you? Hey, you found something. Oh, right, we did it.
How's that?
Not bad. Show your face. Stand for you.
Very impressive. Staying alive isn't a contest. Heal if you need to.
Your breathing sounds great. Be careful.
I can feel the power coursing through me.
Damn, they're onto us.
Our minds will win the day. Heal if you must.
You'll be okay without healing, right? Hey, your health is dangerously low. Watch it. I knew you could do it.
Staying alive isn't a contest. Heal if you need to. Take it slow if you need to. There's no rush.
If you intend to take risks, I might suggest healing first. If you are struggling, it would do you well to heal.
I knew I could count on you. Oh, that's not half bad.
Amazing! Great moves back there. You don't have much health left. Don't go too hard.
Impressive as
Let's
ever.
push through.
Don't let them get the best of you now.
Yeah, nice work.
Our minds will win the day. Heal if you must.